When a local woman got a breast cancer scare and her husband developed cancer as well, she decided to change what they were eating, and she couldn't find a pasta she likes, so she created her own. Aileen Magnotto created a healthy whole wheat pasta, and she's here this morning to tell us more about MagNoodles and to cook with it too. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here.
So tell me, first of all, how did you come up with the idea for MagNoodles?
Well, we had 3 small children. I married Italian. My last name is Magnotto. And we were eating white pasta at least 4 times a week.
Okay, that's a lot.
We made our own sauce. I know.
But it's
we made our own sauce. It is. And I just thought, okay, white pasta has no nutritional value to it. So I started making my own pasta.
And you had a health scare too. We had you on before to talk about a breast cancer ring.
Right. I also developed the breast cancer pinky ring to raise money for research to find a cure for breast cancer. But that, in coupled with the 3 children, the white pasta, I wanted to make it the healthiest pasta I could make without it tasting like cardboard.
Is that what happened? Did you try just the regular whole wheat pasta? I tried
just whole wheat pasta. I was sneaking vegetables into it. My children ate it. They liked it. But then I started playing around with different whole grains. So the MagNoodles that I ended up taking to market are a blend of 3 whole grains. Whole grain durum, which is whole wheat, whole grain spelt, and whole grain kamut, which make it easier to digest and also a lot more nutritional.
Wonderful. Well, a lot of people do say that whole wheat pasta kind of tastes like cardboard. So this is not the cardboard taste. Can I give it a try just plain?
Sure.
This
That's
is already
just
cooked
plain
and
with
ready
a little
to
bit
go?
of olive oil on it. And it cooks and tastes, just like white pasta. Very similar. The colors, I always told my kids, the colors of the rainbow were from the rainbow. The rainbow's really, that's why I bring the display of the tomato, spinach, beet, and carrot, because I have tomato, spinach, beet, and carrot inside the dough of the pasta with the 3 whole grains that are blended with semolina.
And that's how you have the green pasta and the reddish color and the plain.
And I have to mention, everything is sourced from the United States, so I do support the American farmer.
Wonderful. So most people don't just come up with their own pasta, though. How did you create it yourself? Were you a cook, or?
We owned a grocery store in Western Pennsylvania, up in Mercer County in Hermitage, and I bought a huge pasta machine thinking somebody there would be making pasta, because it was an Italian store, and that somebody turned out to be me. So after a period of 3, 4, 5 years, I was making and selling MagNoodles in our grocery store. The name MagNoodles,
yeah, I was just going to ask,
came from, I had 3 small children, and their friends would come into the store and say, oh, look, Mrs. Magnotto's making the noodles. And then it came down to Mrs. MagNoodles is making the Nottos. So
yeah, it is
we decided to trademark the name, and after my breast cancer in 2008, and my husband had prostate cancer in 2009.
Oh, my goodness.
We decided to take a shift in our life. We got out of the supermarket business, and we couldn't find a pasta on the market that was healthy like this that my kids would like. And now my kids, fast forward, are in their 20s.
Wonderful. All right, so you're going to cook with this too, so show us what we would do.
Yes. I just have a box of, you bring the water to a boil.
So I see you have all different kinds of the pasta too. This one's in the...
this is the shells.
On the shells, okay.
Yeah, the shells. So I'm just going to put that in with the magic of whatever. This just takes 7 to 9 minutes to boil.
Okay.
That's it.
Great.
The quickest one to boil is the rotini. And the rotini is made with flaxseed. It's the only one made with flaxseed. I pulled the vegetables out and I put flaxseed in.
Wow, a lot of people are trying to put flaxseed into their diets too.
Right. This is gold mill flaxseed from North Dakota.
Okay.
You know, once again, like I said, I source everything from the USA. But this one, if you have a husband and a family that might say, okay, we know this is a whole grain pasta, start with this one. Because this one, actually, when you cook it, turns white. And it looks like white pasta, tastes like white pasta.
So you can visually deceive them too. Okay, I like it. Great.
Only the shells and the panette have the vegetables hidden in them. This one has gold mill flaxseed.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so you've got a couple, I know you're always, I'm sure, coming up with recipes. You brought one for us today to make with it.
Because it's tomato season and there's tomatoes in the pasta. What I've done is I've just taken fresh garden tomatoes.
Okay.
I have them.
Which so many people have in their garden right now and are trying to think of something to do with.
Right. And this is just a very easy recipe.
Okay.
You just chop up the tomatoes.
Oh, those
chop
look
up
delicious.
These are, I can't say they're from my garden. I'm sorry.
Mine are still green, so.
No, but I do live in Amish country, so.
Yeah, so you got good ones there.
And then fresh, instead of a lot of the grocery stores in town here.
Yes.
I mean, you have, because I do a lot of demos in a lot of the stores here, my products in
Well, you're going to be at the Market District today, right?
I am. I'm going to be, after this, I'm going to be at the Market District on Center Avenue.
In Shadyside?
In Shadyside,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
And last weekend I was at Whole Foods.
And what do you do when you're at the demos?
I let people taste the pasta.
Okay.
So, and that's where I got the comment, it doesn't taste like cardboard, was from my customers.
Good.
But I've been to Circles, McGinnis Sisters, Whole Foods, and I'll be at the Market District.
Great. So, okay, so we got our onions, and then you use fresh garlic?
The easiest way to do the fresh garlic, I don't know if you saw, I brought the fresh garlic.
Wow.
I just smash it.
Okay.
With a knife, because I love fresh garlic much more than the jarred garlic.
Sure.
And just chop it up. So you kind of put all of that chopped together.
Okay. And
for the magic of preparation, I have it. And if you do it like a day ahead of time,
so you don't even need to cook it or anything.
No.
It's still fresh. Wow.
Still fresh. Still fresh.
So this is what it came to. You did it ahead of time, and do you? You think it's better to do it more time?
I do, because I think that the garlic goes through the tomatoes nicer.
Yeah.
And the onions. Oh, I forgot to put the onions in it.
That's okay. Would you? Then do you serve it cold or do you warm it up?
You can serve it cold, or room temperature.
Yeah.
It's something you don't have to worry about keeping warm. And if you make your pasta warm and put this on top of it, it makes it really nice. Okay. Because then it's kind of room temperature.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds delicious.
But you don't have to chill this down. I just had it chilled down for the segment.
Yeah.
And you just put it on top. And if you notice, I used some yellow tomatoes,
I was just looking at that. That looks beautiful,
that's just a little bit of color, too.
Yeah, it looks so pretty. And
so
then
I put that on top.
Look how gorgeous this is. Okay, good. And then you said you were going to add some cheese?
Just a little bit of Parmesan or Romano cheese. Not a lot. And this is something that, I mean, if you don't like feta cheese, you can add ricotta cheese.
Okay. I like feta.
I like feta.
Oh, wow. Now this is really looking good.
And if you add it to warm pasta, coming right out of the warm pot, the cheese will get a little softer.
Yeah. And then you brought your fresh basil plant, too?
I did.
My goodness, this is
And with fresh basil, you know, for good luck, you tear it. You don't cut it.
I never knew that was for good luck. I thought it was just because it looks better.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody told me a long time ago it was for good luck.
Sounds good to me.
So I have it for good luck.
I want to try a bite of this. This looks
And then if you want,
delicious.
you can put, I have some pine nuts.
Okay.
Or walnuts on it.
Okay.
But it's just a very, very simple, easy summer salad. And I think what makes it really, really good is that you start with fresh ingredients and you have a good pasta.
This is absolutely
And the pasta
delicious.
is high fiber, high protein. All the nutrition, it's not enriched. All the nutrition, it is organic, it's kosher, and it's vegan.
Wow.
So there's no egg in it. So all of the nutrition comes from the grains, not from anything enriched or enhanced.
Well, we're all as parents working to find healthier options for our kids especially, and ourselves. So thank you for offering this.
Oh, thank you.
All right.